Hey everybody, welcome back to the 80s Slashers YouTube channel. In this video, I will be looking at, discussing, and ranking all of the kills from Friday the 13th, Part 3. This 1982 slasher has a total of 12 kills, um, which include a few that occur off screen. But for the sake of this video, I'll still be including those ones within these rankings because there is some stuff shown, like some gore and whatnot. So yeah, we'll get to them when we get to those specific kills. So 12 total kills in this film, which is quite a bit, and actually up until this point in the franchise, so I guess from parts 1 and 2, this was the most kills in a Friday film. Now, 2 years later, in 1984, with the release of the final chapter, that will be, I think there's 14 total kills in the final chapter. So it didn't last for long as title of having the most kills in a Friday film. But up until this point, it did. It had 12 kills. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Now, part 3 is an interesting one to rank. Um, just for the fact that the kills in this film, they were not all of them, but some of them were mostly made with, of course, the 3D in mind. When I'm ranking these and looking at them, that has to be taken into consideration, for better or worse, some people I know will probably find some of these kills a little cheesy, especially if you're watching it in flat 2D. Um, but yeah, so just take that for what it is. I'm a 3D fan. Um, Now I can remember watching this film, this version. This is the DVD, 3D, and was not a good experience for whatever reason. It just didn't look very good. But if you check it out now, this isn't the Screen Factory release. This is the older release. But it does come with the 3D glasses, and there is the 3D version. This version looks great, man. I'm telling you, I think the biggest difference with these cheap anaglyph glasses is a good high definition image of the film. It really adds the depth that you want in the 3D. And it looks great. Now, like I said, the newest Screen Factory box set has the anaglyph, but it also has the active. So if you have like the 3D TV and the 3D Blu-ray player, and I'm sure these kills look fantastic in that 3D. So I haven't seen that. I would love to check it out, but I don't have the TV or the Blu-ray player to play. The only option I have is the anaglyph. Anyway, all that being said, I enjoy the 3D kills, so that's out there. All right, so with all that being said, let's just get right into it. So like I said, there's 12 kills, so we'll start it off with number 12. All right, so this is the kill for the character named Fox. Now her actual death occurs off screen, and there's no real gore shown for this one, so this is why it's number 12. There's no gore. It's off screen. It's just I'm just gonna put this in. This is kind of my least favorite, but I do like how I like the way this shot is framed. She's just kind of hanging there in the background. It's just kind of a cool frame shot. And again, this one does use some pretty good use of the 3D effects with the with the handle sticking out, popping at the screen. So yeah, it's kind of a fun one. Like it's I wish we would have saw it. Like I don't know how Jason got her up there and pinned like that. It's who knows, but it's I just wish that we would have got some gore or some something because it was off screen. So yeah, so this is gonna come in at number 12. I guess my least favorite in the film. All right, let's move on to number 11. All right, so coming in number 11, this is Chuck. Now this I didn't find this that exciting of a kill. And to be honest, the only reason why it's not number 12 is because it's an on-screen kill. But there's no gore. I like and to be honest, that they could have I feel like they could have done something more with an electrocution type death. But it's just, he kind of shakes and vibrates and, and that's it. There's not, nothing really happens, So, um, yeah, it's too bad. I feel like this was a lost opportunity. The filmmakers, they should have done something a little fun with this one. But I'll say it does have a kind of a cool and eerie setting, like down in the basement. It's dark, it's dim. Being in a basement's kind of a creepy spot. And Jason is pretty intimidating when Chuck turns around and sees him standing there. Very intimidating. So it's good. It's a good setting for the kill. Just the kill itself was a little lackluster for me. All right, let's move on to number 10. All right, now of course this is everyone the fan favorite Shelly's death. And again, this is another off-screen kill. We don't actually see him getting his throat slit. But we do get there is good use of gore with this scene. Like we see the open wound on his throat, and it looks good. Like it's good gore, it's good blood. So I like that. That's why it's ahead of the previous two. Just even though it's off screen, we get some gore at least. So. And yeah, it's a decent practical effect, like it's a big open wound gore in his throat, and yeah. And another thing that I like about this scene is if you're familiar with the film, you know that up until that point in the film, Shelley's been like messing around, pretending to get killed and setting up his own death with his own practical effects like a jokester. So the scene works because they're setting it up, and then when he actually does it, if you're watching this film for the first time, you're like, oh, is he doing it again? And then you realize like, oh no, he got his throat slit for real this time. So yeah, just kind of a good setup, good scene. Just I wish we would have saw the, but yeah, number 10, fan favorite Shelly. Or I shouldn't even say fan favorite because I think some people dislike Shelly because he's annoying. I don't know. I like Shelly. I think he's a fan favorite. So, yeah, number 10, Shelly. All right, let's go to number 9. All right, so number nine's character Ali, another member of the gang. This is the last of the off-screen kills, and it's because I'm gonna say it's an off-screen kill because we don't actually see his body as he gets killed. It's below the camera level, as he gets hacked to death by Jason. Um, but I like this one because the practical effect of him getting his hand chopped off is fantastic. I love the idea, like just like holding up the hand, staring at the stump and just like screaming. I like that. Yeah, so they did a really good practical effect for this. I wish when Jason went down to start hacking, I wish we would have saw even just like one or two blows of him just getting hacked to pieces would have been pretty great. But it's still fun to see Jason go to town on this poor guy, and you really shows Jason's like his viciousness. Um, yeah, I don't know. This one's okay. Like I said, um, I'm glad we got the gore with the hand chopped off. So it really saved this scene for me. So yeah, coming in at number 9, Ali. All right, let's move on to number 8. All right, so number 8 is the last member of the gang, Loco, and this he gets a pitchfork to the gut, which is pretty nasty way to go, I would think. Um, yeah, this one's again not a lot of gore, not the practical effect was pretty good. The thing that I really like about this is I just love how he reaches behind him and to feel the exit points in his back where the pitchfork went through. Pretty, it's a nice touch. It's just kind of has like a, you would think maybe you would do that. I don't know, to check, just like, did this penetrate my entire body? And yeah, it's a nice touch. And again, it's a scene that's filmed really nicely. I like the barn setting, and Fox is hanging in the background. It's just kind of a cool overall setting. And again, this is another one that has a good use of the 3D effect with the handle sticking out at the screen, and like, I like that. I don't know. I'm a sucker for the 3D effects, I guess. So yeah, coming in at number 8, Loco. All right, move on to number 7. All right, so this is Edna. This is one of the first kills in the entire film. I find this kill to be pretty a brutal kill. Getting stabbed through the skull with a knitting needle. It's quite unique and creative. Like I said, and just kind of brutal. Like, you have to have some pretty good strength to shove a knitting needle through someone's head, I would think. So yeah, I really like this one. And again, um, a nice touch with this one is, I just love the how she still has hair rollers in her hair. It's just, I don't know, it just adds to it, like the look of horror on her face. And I don't know, it's a good one. It's kind of makes you laugh because she looks ridiculous with the hair rollers. Um, and I also like how you can see the you can see like the needle, like poking through his fingers a little bit, which is kind of a nice little touch. So this is just a nice little kill. It's nothing fancy, but it's a good one. I like this one. So yeah, so coming in at number 7, Edna. All right, go on to number 6. All right, so coming at number 6 is Harold. Again, at the beginning of the film, and Harold gets a meat cleaver right through the chest. And I think this is a pretty good kill. In my opinion, this is a good one. Again, it's nothing fancy, but it's still fairly graphic. It's pretty blunt, like just like a blunt force type of kill. And he just sinks this cleaver right in his chest, and that can't feel good at all. Again, good use of practical effects. Nothing elaborate, nothing fancy, but a good chunk in the chest. You see some blood. This is a solid kill. This is just like your basic slasher. Like bladed weapon kill. And it's a decent one. They do a good job, and it's a good way to set up the film. Like, so yeah. So coming in at number 6, good old Harold. All right, let's move on to number 5. All right, so number 5 we have Chili. Um, and in this scene we get Chili gets a red hot fire poker. Um, you know, she gets impaled, like he puts it right through her. And yeah, this is kind of an extra mean touch to Jason, like, because he could have used just a regular poker, he could have used anything else, but no, he grabbed the one that was flaming red with heat, just I don't know, that extra level of meanness. And even though we don't get to see the actual penetration of the poker through her, the thing I love about this kill is that we get to see like the smoke rising up around her body, and like the look on her face. It's a really cool shot. It kind of adds some atmosphere. It just really adds to the kill. It's just, I don't know, something about this one. Like I said, it's brief, it's quick, but there's the mean spiritedness of it, and just the smoke. Like, she's like, her skin is cooking, or her insides is cooking. I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those Friday the 13th kills like you see. It's just, I don't know, there's a cleverness to it. So I really like this one. I wish we would have saw like the penetration kind of thing. Um, but I guess we can't get it all. So yeah, coming in number five, we have chili. All right, let's move on to number four. All right, so this is the kill of Debbie. And, this is obviously very similar to the Kevin Bacon kill in the original Friday the 13th film. Laying down, getting grabbed from under the hammock there with the hand on the head. Very similar to Kevin Bacon's kill. But I like this one. This one has a lot of good, just little elements that add to it. Again, you have her like relaxing in a hammock, so that the scene is all serene and relaxing before like the shock of the blunt trauma happens. So that's cool. She's reading Fangoria magazine, which is fantastic. I love that. And then you see like the blood dripping on the magazine. You look up and you see the boyfriend like cut to pieces, dripping on her. Another nice touch. So, yeah, a lot of good little elements to this kill. I really liked it. And the actual kill itself, like when you see the knife like piercing through her chest and her skin, it's a fantastic practical effect. I love how you see almost like the skin like stretching a little bit before the knife comes through. Again, it's quick. It's a quick scene with the knife, but it's a good effect. Yeah, I really like this kill. So yeah, so that's coming in. That was number four for Debbie. All right, let's go on to number three. All right, so this is number three is the kill. Character's name is Andy. Now I'm gonna say this is the most memorable, the most unique, and probably the most brutal kill in this film. And this would have probably been number one on this ranking if it wasn't for the editing. Now I'm sure this was the best that the filmmakers could do in terms of showing, the kill, in terms like with the practical effects. But I've always wanted to see more because it's just you don't I don't know, just the way it's filmed, because the camera's looking up, and the editing, it's just I don't know, I just wish we would have seen maybe a different angle or just more footage. I don't know. But I love this kill. It's amazing. But it's just there's something about it that it's just I wish we got more. And if we did, it clearly would have been number one because it's hilarious. The guy's walking on his hands, being a dumbass kind of, and he gets chopped right between the legs, man. Like that's brutal. It's like I said, it's the most unique and memorable within this film. I just want more, but still, it comes in at number three, so it's very very solid kill. Um, yeah, there he is. I was just wondering if it's on any of these packages here. Yeah, there he is, Andy. All right, so yeah, so coming in at number three, we have Andy being split in half. All right, let's go on to number two. All right, so number two, of course, is Rick. And, this is where he basically gets his head crushed until his eye pops out. Now, some people may find this maybe like the most cheesy within the 3D effects in the film, in terms of kills. And yeah, I guess, when you watch this kill flat in 2D, it's probably um, it's a little cheesy. You can see the practical effects and like the casting of the fake head and all that stuff. But I still really like it. It's still a really cool practical effect they did. It probably took a lot of work to pull this one off. And when you watch it in 3D, it looks good, man. The eyes popping. They pulled it off. It looks good. So I really like this one. It really showcases the power and strength of Jason to be able to just squeeze someone's head. It's probably not physically possible. The physics of this probably do not work, but I don't care. Just to squeeze someone's head for the eye to shoot out is just fantastic, and to crush his head. So it's great. And again, another nice touch with this one is I love the legs. It shows his legs like kicking and flailing away, and then eventually going limp. So yeah, this all around. This is a good kill. Number two, I really like this one. And again, it's very memorable. It's when people think of the kills in this film, the previous one with Andy getting split in half, and this is probably one that people just always remember. Yeah. So coming in number two, we have Rick. All right, so let's get into it. So number one. All right, so what I have is number one. Character's name is Vera. And this, of course, is when she takes like a arrow from a crossbow to the eye. And this kill's great, man. It does such a good job with the practical effects. It looks in 3D. It looks great. And again, this is one of those shots. It must have been really hard to set up. Because they had the arrow like coming at the screen. It's yeah, this I don't know. I love this kill. And one of the things that I think I really like this is like an important kill. This is the first kill that Jason makes that we see him wearing the mask. This is his coming out party, walking down that dock with the mask on. So this is an important kill, and that's probably one of the reasons why I like it as much as I do. But there's a lot of elements within this kill again that I love. I love how Jason is so casual. He's just walking slow before and after he's walking out. So casually, and points the weapon at her, fires, and after she's done, he just kind of drops the weapon, just turns around and walks away so casual. I don't know. I love that. Um, I love her reaction to taking an arrow in the eye, like the look on her face and her hands. It's pretty realistic reaction, I would think. You'd just be shocked, like what the, it's yeah, I just love that. And then I love her, after it's all over, her body's just kind of floating in the water with like the arrow sticking like straight up out of her face. Um, yeah, it's just a really nice touch. And we don't give credit to Jason. Like what a good kill by Jason. What aim. Like he must have been like 50 yards away, 20, 30, 40, I don't know. Like that was a long distance shot and bullseye right in the eye. Like literally bullseye. Like it's yeah, man, good. This is a fantastic kill. It's been my favorite in this film probably forever. Like I just something about it. Like I said, it's important. It has a good 3D effect. A good reaction. Just everything about it is just it's really good. So yeah, so that's it, guys. That's my ranking of all 12 kills within Friday the 13th Part 3. In terms of final thoughts, part three, I feel like this film has really good kills, and there's a lot of them. 12 that's a pretty big number for a slasher. When you look at most slashers, you're lucky to have, 7, 8, 9 is a good size body count, but you get 12 in this film, so it's, yeah, this is a really good one. The only thing, obviously, for my liking, there was just too many off screen. There's like, there was like, I think about three kills that had some elements off screen. We didn't actually see the actual kill part. Um, but some of those we did get some gore. So if overall very solid for kills. And no, I get how some people may not like the 3D elements of this if you're watching it in 2D. I think they hold up. I think watching it flat, I think they still hold up. Like the eye popping one is probably the one that may stand out as being a little corny, but yeah, overall this is a fantastic film and it has some amazing kills. So yeah, so that's it, guys. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, leaving comments, thumbs up, all that stuff is most appreciated. If you want to check out more of my rankings, I'll leave a playlist to my other previous videos on the screen here, and I'll leave another one for my ranking of all the Friday the 13th films. All right, so that's it. So until next time. All right, see ya.